Hi everyone. So today is our February garden tour. I want to take you around and show you a few things that have been happening. So if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and we hope you consider subscribing and make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. We have videos on gardening, cooking, entertaining, and so we would definitely love to have you part of our Southern entertaining family. So let's go ahead and get started in the front. So here are our containers, our $5 containers that are still kicking well. I did a video a few weeks ago on why to deadhead, and as you see with me deadheading, we have more beautiful blooms that are coming about. Now right here we have our anemones patch, and I'll try to put the picture up somewhere on the screen. These are our black and white anemones that we planted here, and now they're starting to get bulbs. I was actually a little scared because let me tell y'all, last week, Monday and Tuesday, temperatures were like 81 degrees in as far as the high, and in the low they may have been like in the 50s. And so what happened is it rained, we'll say Wednesday or Thursday, and y'all, we had temps down, in the low was 26. So I only had a few frost blankets, and so what I'm going to show you now is what happens when you don't cover those frost tender plants up. And I had to make a choice between my lettuce and the geraniums, and so you can see right here which ones won. So this is basically frost damage because it really did. It was 26 one morning, it was 28 or 30 the next day as far as the low, and so now we're back up into 67. I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be in the 60s. It's going to rain again, and then we're going to have low temps back down in the 30s. So I may have to consider purchasing more frost blankets, because these were not the only two that took that frost damage. And you know, these were so beautiful. Go back to some of our other garden tour videos and you'll see that they were just really nice. But some things you just can't worry about, you just have to keep going. But what I wanted to bring your attention to, two things before we move on. The previous owners of this home, we've been in this home about 10 years. This is some type of bulb that they planted, and they had them like all in this area right here. And I thought I got them, but it seems like every year they come up. And I'm going to try my best before I upload this video to pop a picture in. I call them the stink plant because they come up and they have like a red stamen that comes out, like a long one. But this is the thing. So when that stamen comes out, it brings all the flies. And I guess the flies like pollinate something, but like this is our walkway that goes to our front door, and they had them all right here. And seriously, y'all, it smelled like trash. During those days that the flies are pollinating them, they smell like trash or something dead or something like that. And I was like, I don't like that. Like when people walk up to the front door, they're like, what is that smell? It seriously stinks. That's why I call it the stink plant. And again, I'll try to pop a picture of it because I'm not sure of what the real name is. Let me also show you about perennials. I did this for my bee balm, and I'll take you back to the back and show you. But with perennials like this is how you keep them nice and not looking leggy and crazy. Okay, so you see how this is starting the new growth at the bottom, but you still have this at the top. So once I feel like it has enough growth coming in at the bottom, what I'm going to do is cut this down to the bottom so that they can all come up as one. I guess it would make sense if I get closer to this one. So you see how this is coming up already. Now I wait till it has enough growth on there. You don't want to cut it back too soon, but when they get enough, and I think this is enough right here at the bottom, so I'm just going to go in and clip this right here, clip this right here, so that the new fresh growth can all come up, so you won't have like dead stems like right here, dead stems and then new growth, like it'll all come up and grow as one. Okay, so this is the area I have to clean out. One thing I suggest to people whenever you're planning anything, take time to find out how the sun is. And I think this is where I'm going to put those blue geraniums at. After I clean it out, right here in this section along with the echinacea, because actually these are echinaceas right here. I think only one back there is going to come back, but I'll still leave those sticks up. You never know. But I wanted to show you how the tulips and the daffodils are coming up of all of the bulbs we planted. We did a little patch in the front. We'll get ready to go to the back in a minute, but the daffodils are definitely coming out, and I am waiting on you know, like the spring sale. After I clean everything out, we really gonna put cardboard down and mulch this area, because I can't keep coming out here weeding because I don't stay on it like I'm supposed to. I try to stay on it once a week, but working nighttime and then having so many things to do and then keep buying more plants. So I figured daylight savings time is coming up. The big box stores are probably going to put a good sale on the mulch, so we'll get this area mulched up. But I'm just so excited to see all of the bulbs coming up. So let me go around and we'll start in the back. Okay, real quick before we go to the back, here is that little section. I had a few tulips left, so I popped them in here. They're coming up, and then we decided to just let this kind of grow up, but I don't want it to grow past this. So like this side right here, I'm already gonna have to clip, but I just felt like it would cover that stump. And thanks to Garden Addicts, make sure you go check out her YouTube channel. It did just that, and I really like the way it looks. Okay, y'all, so I'm so thankful that we have like a fence up, because I got so much I got to do back here. It is unreal. I probably should be straightening up, planting, but let's go ahead. We'll start over here. So you guys, you have to make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because I did a story the other day. Will y'all look at this? The tulips are coming up, and I'm so excited, because at the big box stores, they have tulips that have already, you know, where they forced them and brought them in. And so I am just so excited to see the color show. We got them coming up on this side as well. And so I just can't wait for them to bloom. And I think we do have a mixture of different types in this area. So it looks to me like this first section is gonna bloom all at one time, and then I don't know what that noise is. Oh, those are kids playing. Okay, so it looks like this front area is gonna bloom, but I'm serious, y'all. I know I told y'all this in the last video that I was gonna cut this back. I'm seriously, I got to. It's just too much. It's just too much for me. And I'm going to try my best. I don't know. I really like the plant, but it just looks like a jungle. That's just to me. And so I feel like if I cut it back, and I'm probably gonna do it as soon as I get done with this video, cut it down, and hopefully it'll come back, because it's like I said, it's like a jungle. So yeah, the little boxwoods are putting on growth. I don't think I'm gonna do anything to it this year. If you remember, I said I wanted to actually make these into like little balls. So they had like a little a form that was on Amazon, real inexpensive. It was kind of like a wire form where you could start shaping it into a ball. So I'll look into that. But anyway, I'm just super excited for our tulips, y'all. That's what I'm really most excited about. Okay, let's keep moving along, because y'all, we're gonna have to do some things in here. So this is again why you all have to follow me on Instagram also, and I'll pop my Instagram handle up there. So I went live one Sunday morning because I got tired of those carrots peeking up at me. And really that was the time they were ready. So I pulled mostly all the carrots up that were in this bed. I popped some little pixie cabbage right here just to see what it does. And these are just like the remnants or the leftover just to see if they'll make it. And I'll pop a picture up of the carrots, y'all. But when I tell you they were good, they were... I'm not a carrot lover at all, but once I roasted them. Salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, and just a little bit of Italian seasoning. Oh my gosh. Like I pretty much was selfish and ate a lot of them by myself. So anyway, we still got the onions growing. The stalks are really starting to get big. And they're starting to bulb up. And look, y'all, we're gonna pull this carrot right here. Can you see it? This one's starting to pull up. So let's see what this looks like. This is a smaller one, but yeah, we'll pull those up. These were the kaleidoscope carrots. Did I break? I think I might have broke it off. These were the kaleidoscope carrots. I did, y'all. I broke off part of the carrot, but that's okay. These, like I said, were the last little bits of them, but they're the kaleidoscope carrots, and I'll make sure that I pop them in there. But the onions are starting to bulb up. I don't know. I have to keep trying to come and put some soil around them, but I just watched Lead Farmer 73 video. I don't know where I have been. I guess I've been up under a rock or something, but that was really like my first time. It kind of popped up in my YouTube suggestion. I love that channel. And so I think one of the videos that I was looking at where he was saying that he had a hard time growing onions. And so what I can suggest to anyone that want to grow onions, and I actually started these onions from seed. I have some of the Vidalia onions I started from seed. These are, I don't know, y'all, because, oh, here it is. These are the Gabriella onions. So this is one thing that I have learned about onions that I hope that really has helped me out a lot. First of all, know if you need to do short day onions, midday or mid, and then long day. We're in zone 8B. This carrot smells so good. So we have to plant short day onions. And so that will, first of all, help you out a lot, knowing the type of onions that you need to plant. So it's either short, mid, or long. Once you plant them, you have to, what I do, maybe 2 to 3 times, and I'm trying to get a little bit closer because I'm going to actually have to put some soil around here. I'm sorry to be rambling on, y'all. Y'all know I just love this time showing y'all everything. But what I found that I do that really helps these onions bulb up and get nice and big, and I'll try my best. I'll try my best to find the picture on my phone because we did red onions last year. But a few times before they're done, go in with some bone meal. And that will help them to bulb up. If you look on the package, I think I used the Job's Organic Bone Meal, but it has the onion on there. And I think they need, an older guy years ago said that he would just side dress them. What I do is I side dress them throughout the growing season with that bone meal, and that really helps them bulb up. And that's for anybody that's having a problem with onions. Once I got that down, like, I have no problem growing onion. These are actually shallots right here, and I think they're probably ready to pull up, especially this one. But yeah, do that and you will have no problem with onions. So find out first what type of onion you need to grow, and then go from there. So let me switch around here like this because these are our Savoy cabbages. And I actually think I'm going to start pulling a couple of these heads and use them in some cooking recipes that we have. But I'm real excited to try these. We did just regular cabbage last season, and it was so good. I made sauerkraut with it for the first time. Very good. So remember in the front where I said once they start getting that growth on them to go ahead and trim them up? So that's what I did with this bee balm here. They had all kind of stems growing up. So all I did was once they got like this, where I knew that they would be okay on their own, that's when I started to trim them up. So these are going to be ready to grow. And let me tell you, I've been hearing bees all around. Now, I don't know what they may be coming to our strawberry patch right here, because we do have some strawberry blooms that are coming on. So maybe they're coming to the strawberry patch. I don't know, but I've been hearing a lot of bees. And I don't know what animal continues to come in here and do what they want, but they do. So our black and blue salvia took some frost damage as well. And let me go over here because I got a feeling what we're having for dinner tonight. So before I go and show you what we're probably having for dinner tonight, and I could see that it took a little frost damage too. I'm telling y'all, I knew that it was going to happen because I look at my phone all day, every day, but I don't know. I don't have any excuse. But anyway, these are our, like the snow peas. And so I have been really picking off these. They're still getting flowers. But I have been picking off these. Like I'll pick off some and put them raw in my salad that I make every Sunday when I do like the bulk salad. And yeah, they took a bit of, oh yeah, this one took some frost damage. So I'm going to take these off because you could tell. But they're doing good. I am thinking about planting one more round. I don't know if we'll be able to get through it, because y'all know here we kind of skip spring. It just goes from a little bit cold straight to hot. But I'll see, because I got so much stuff going on in my plant room, and I may just do a video on that. Y'all comment below if you want me to do a video on my plant room. I got so much going on there. And like today, I know I'm gonna have to give some of these plants away, like some herbs. I know I got dill going, oregano, and I'm thinking, I did the little soil blocks where you get like 20 per block or something when you put it on the thing. And I know I'm not gonna have, like one tray I just did, and it's like 60 little soil blocks, and I know I'm not gonna have that room. So I'll probably take some to work, give some to family who want to try growing herbs, because that's what it's all about. You got to start somewhere. So just try it. Just try growing it, because I'm telling you, I tell people, no matter how good you are, something's gonna die. Something's gonna die, okay? So this is probably gonna be our dinner for tonight, especially since we had that frost. As you know, some of the collard greens, once they get that frost, they get a little bit sweeter. I'm gonna try to start one more round of all types of greens, mustards, turnips, collards, things like that. Our celery is doing good. I've actually been coming out here every week as well, picking off some of the bigger stalks and putting them in my smoothie, leaves and all. I just put the whole thing in there. I'll just come pick off the stalk. Now these are our Vidalia onions here. And once again, the other salvia took some damage, and so it just happens. This is my other green patch where I just come out here, get stuff for my smoothies, and those are snapdragons in the back. So a lot of things you could tell are getting ready to be done. Like this mustard here, I'm just letting it stay like this to go to seed, so I can save some seeds, because with that 81-degree weather a couple of days, a lot of stuff like my lettuce here, you know, once it gets hot, they're done. They're about to go to seed. So that's why I love fall time, is because we can do a lot of our greens here. And so yeah, they really took a hit with the 80-degree weather. Okay, so one thing that I did last weekend, and I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. One thing I did last weekend was I repotted my key limes here. Look at all the blooms that are on here, and I'm hoping, it's like I see two little small ones at the bottom. So I'm hoping we'll get some key limes this year, or this season. Maybe not a lot, but I hope we get some. because key limes I use every morning to, I make like a little warm cup of water, squeeze the key lime juice in there and just drink that first thing in the morning. Either that or kombucha. That's my morning routine. So we repotted this, and we repotted this one over here. This one's not growing as fast, but that stuff like that happens. And so you just gotta roll with it. So it'll be okay, because I don't think I'm gonna move it out these pots anymore, because these have thorns on there and I really caught it. I did. This is our garden tower, bean tower, that I'm about to get ready to pull some stuff up back there, and we're gonna plant our beans. And these are our climbing beans. We want them to climb up. Pretty simple to use. You just take this, dig it in the ground, and then I have some twine that I'm just gonna go back and forth, and you let the beans trail up, the trailing beans, that's what I mean. So last week we also cleaned out this bed. It was so many weeds, and so I also suggest to people, if you could do it once a week, just stay on it. I've been trying to get these sweet peas here. These are sweet peas, the flower, not the vegetable, to climb up, and they just continue to do what they want to do. This is like a dwarf variety where it doesn't get over 2 feet, I think. So we'll see. I'll try to trail it up again, but we weeded everything out, and we have some balloon flowers back there. They died back. I'm hoping they'll come back. And then we also have the lavender. We also have the lavender back here, but it's so many. I really got to get out here and do some things. And the lavender is starting to come into bloom. If you can see it, this is like the Spanish, I want to say Spanish lavender right here. And then this was also a Gara that I cut back, and I'm about to get ready to do the same for the other one over there. Okay, so real quick, and then I'm ending, seriously, y'all. So right here we have, I planted like snowdrops and the blue Spanish flower. So those are starting to come up. If you could see right here, I think these are the snowdrops. I kind of did like blue, white. So those are starting to show their face. And then we have the azaleas. They actually took a hit too, y'all. These blooms are so pretty. Let me go over here. They're the encore azaleas, because we have daffodils coming up too. These are the encore azaleas, and yeah, I think the frost hit them too as far as the flowers. Yeah, but they were just so pretty when they were blooming. They have lots of blooms. This is like the reblooming azalea. I gotta get out here with a rake, seriously. And so this is a work in progress, y'all. I'm gonna start a project, and I'll make sure I bring you along, because this is gonna be nice. We got daffodils coming up over here too, and just things that need to be pulled up. But here are our daffodils that are coming up. And then we also have the rest of the tulips. Let me walk over here. We have the rest of the tulips right here. I'm trying to figure out what happened or what's going on with that one. But tulips right here. And we just need to do a big cleanup, y'all. We just need to do a big cleanup. Okay, so right here on the patio, this is the Asian blend with salad leaves. So I also did just like a little salad pot right here. If you guys can tell, I love salad. I got some romaine going in the planting room too, and some arugula. I definitely have to do some more Salanova lettuce. I've really enjoyed that. That you could get through Johnny's. And mine are starting to go to seed, and then I pretty much have got everything off of most of them. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, we will absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure you tap that bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.